When is it appropriate to pay storage?
Rarely, really rarely. The cost of storage is this money you're giving away to put off a decision till later. You can sell your crop and buy back futures, and you have the same risk as you had with the crop sitting in storage, except you don't have the cost, 25, 50 cents, whatever it is. The only benefit that you can get by keeping the contract open is with basis. If you store from November to January, maybe your basis will improve 10 or 15 cents, right? But if you sell that, and the market rallies, buy back futures is the same thing as having in storage. So the storage costs, are they less than what you can see in the increase in basis and the time you're going to have in storage? It's the only question you ever ask yourself. I'm making that decision. And 99% of the time is not.
All right. Where do you think the high end is for corn and beans over the next 6 months, and what would it take for that to happen?
The highs, I'm not going to give you one number because there is no one number. It's based on stuff that will happen. Over the next 6 months, I think corn, without any issues in South America, should rally between 450 and 470 front month futures. With problems in Brazil, we should be able to see $5. With a black swan, it could be higher than that. For soybeans, I think 11 to 1150 is a legitimate target to get on front month futures without any real issues in South America. However, black swan events like what Trump will do, how the Chinese will react to Trump, maybe they start buying like crazy because they want to be buddies and persuade Trump not to set import tariffs against them. So a lot of variables, but with any kind of weather in South America, heck, we go to $12, $14 in a heartbeat.
All right. This question is from one of our clients asking, do tariffs hit when China buys or not until they take delivery?
Okay, first of all, tariffs don't hit China because that would be an export tariff. The Constitution of the United States says in Article 1, Section 9, that the U.S. government cannot levy export tariffs. We cannot put a tariff on our beans or our corn or anything we ship out. We do not put tariffs on that stuff, people. So when China buys, they don't pay a tariff, okay? What tariffs are being talked about with Trump is import tariffs. When we import products from China, there's a tariff. So let's say we have a shipment of goods worth $1 million, and it comes to you from China to the U.S. At the port, the people that pay for those goods, inspect them and then pay for them, give $1 million to China, and then give let's say it's 10%, $100,000 to the port authority at that port. Now, does the U.S. consumer pay for that? Well, I don't know too many businesses in the world that will take a 10% hit on something that costs 10% more because of tariffs and not pass it along to U.S. consumers. Okay, so what's the purpose of tariffs? A couple really cool things about import tariffs that Trump has discovered. One is it stops us from buying so much from China. So our economy grows with productivity because more of our consumers buy U.S. goods. They want to pay the higher price. We become more competitive. That is an excellent thing in the U.S. Two, this U.S. tariffs really act as a tax against consumers. It's a consumer tax. So if you want to buy a Ferrari for $500,000 from Italy and there's a 10% tariff, you're going to pay $500,000 to Italy, the manufacturer over there, and $50,000 to the person that brought the stuff in and paid that import tax, okay? And you're going to end up paying $550 total. Okay, so you as a consumer can make that choice. Okay, Trump is all about choice, and you don't have to buy that. You could buy Chevrolet and have a U.S. company get the money and support our workers here. Trump is a big believer in lower income tax, so he lowers income tax rate and business rates and gets more money from tariffs from not from other countries, but from ours by having a consumer tax in reality, okay? That is awesome. It's awesome because it raises up poor people quicker. So we don't have import taxes on food. We produce most of it. Energy, made not on energy, right? He drill, baby, right? Well, we have cheap domestic prices on energy. We got more money in our wallets, and we're not paying a choice tax by buying something foreign. Poor people can buy U.S. goods at a cheaper rate, helping them raise up, okay? So a tariff on imports or a 4% national sales tax would put the choice more in our hands on what we buy and how much we pay the government. Do you know in 1900, 60% of the government's stream of income came from tariffs, not from income tax? Trump is trying to take us back there. So you have a choice. You want to pay a little extra to get that Ferrari, you can. If you don't, you buy a Cadillac.
All right, this next one was a question that you were asked and you liked a lot, and so we want to get it out there for everyone else. What has been your most effective hedge strategy?
I work with farmers. Farmers, when prices go down, it hurts them. My most effective strategy all along for 25, 30 years is when we have a bull market move to take our bought puts and raise them up. We just did that with 390 bought puts, raised up to 420. Recently, we raised them to 435. For a 45 cent move, we may have paid a dime more. Well, we get 45 cents more to sell our crop, and we're giving 10 of that back to the marketplace to be safe and to have an opportunity to see a rally. Same thing on a move down. When the puts are moving down, you take profit out of higher strike price puts, take that profit and buy a low strike, so when it comes back up, you pay less for your protection. Manipulating by buying and selling puts is by far the most productive thing we can do for anyone who produces a commodity.
All right, and then we're going to go out and finish with a question from a prospective client. He says, I like what I've seen from Hedge Plus. What is the process to develop a marketing plan once I sign up?
We need all the information we can get from you, okay? We need to know how much storage, when you sell. So we'll call you, get to know you. You'll work one-on-one with an advisor. I manage Hedge Plus Complete. Jason, Steve work with me to help get the information out. But you'll have a relationship with Jason and I for sure. And we'll get to know your operations. We'll start slow. We'll get you comfortable with how we do things in the hedge account and how we make cash sales. And over time, you'll start getting more and more comfortable because you see what we do is effective.